Do you have a problem, or were you dropped on that face at birth?
Friend, I've heard that when Ishtar wants a man, she takes him. She's done enough of it at the temple.
It won't be Ishtar who takes you!
Don't start anything, please.
Alright.
Listen, keep an eye on your friend there. Not everyone in this town is as tolerant as me.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the advice.
Where are you from, anyway? I've never seen skin that fair before.
I'm a traveller.
You're not a merchant, so what are you doing here?
We're entertainers.
What else do you do?
I'll bet he's a fire eater.
I do magic. I cut men in half.
And put them back together again?
Only if I like them.
And I'm a storyteller.
Really? How about you tell us a story then?
Okay. Got one for you. A long time ago, on the far-off world, there lived two species, the Khaleds and the Thals. The Khaleds and the Thals were always at war. Why? Because their races were just too different in the eyes of the Khaleds. Eventually, when it seemed like the war was coming to an end which would see the Khaleds defeated, a scientist, the god of this distant world, Davros, created a new race that would end up wiping out both the Thals and the Khaleds. This new race was known as the Daleks. Something Davros didn't foresee, however, was how the Daleks would continue after destroying their predecessors. He didn't realise they'd keep going, keep killing until nothing was left in the whole of existence except for themselves.
Girl, that was uncommonly well done. Let us know when you'll be performing again, and we'll be along to see you.
Lady, might I speak with you? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Abram, the storyteller.
Ace, nice to see you.
Likewise. I was wondering if you might be willing to take me on with your party. Kish is not a very good place for a storyteller at this time.
What's wrong with this place?
People are not happy because the goddess Ishtar dwells among them.
I would have thought that was a bonus. Doesn't she ensure good harvest?
Hardly. She sits up in her temple, devouring her worshippers.
Here in the city?
Did I not say so?
But is it true? And if you lie, I shall rip out your tongue and feed it to my pet donkey.
Many bodies have been found with their heads broken open and their brains missing.
Your pet donkey? Girl, I will take no more of your impertinence.
Listen, you daft pissitist. I've had it up to here with your high and mightiness. Avram, let's get out of here. Take me to the temple.
Yes, I can see this is a busy place. I'm surprised the goddess has the time to see me. She will be seeing me personally, I take it?
Yes, she will have union with you.
Oh, and I'm all in favor of unions. Trade unions, postal union.
This way.
Interesting designs on the walls. Far too advanced. It's not every temple that's visited by the goddess it serves, I take it. How come you're so blessed?
The goddess has her own reasons. She awaits you.
Does she really? How does she know I'm here? I've not sent in my card yet, and I didn't see you use the telephone. I've been insulted by better men than you. Take that back, or put up your fists!
This way.
Certainly. Odd smell. Oddly clean. Hello, ladies. I believe I'm expected. Not so tight on the jacket. It was dry cleaned and pressed last century.
The goddess will be pleased to devour the mind of this one.
Stay. You will not be welcomed within.
Dead right, but I'm going in. I'm certain that's where the doctor must have gone.
Right. I'll make certain that there are no people to see you when you slip in, and I'll play the drunkard coming for a late night pleasure. It is the time of the evening meal. We should be able to get in.
Lead on, pilgrim. think I can hear something. Keep your voice down or I'll break your neck. Understand? How come you're not at dinner with the other girls?
We'd best get out of here. Where there's one, there's 100.
No, there's just me here. Dumuzi has 2 priestesses watching the stranger, but...
Funny bloke with the hat and umbrella.
I do not know these words, but he wears strange clothes.
The doc's in there.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah. I made her warn him about this place.
Then you are too late. The High Priest has drugged your friend and prepared him for union with Ishtar.
Right, I'm going in there to get the doctor out. Are you two with me?
I'm not a soldier, but I shall come.
I will help you as well.
Right, you grab him and head for the exit. I'll cover our retreat with this, but cover your ears. It is very loud. I think he's waking up. You'll be alright, Professor.
No, I must stay. Behind you. Take those 2 and run.
Intruders! Well, just don't stand there, you fools! Get them!
Yes, High Priest.
I don't think so.
Now you've done it, Ace. Ruined my plan!
Fool. The drug did not affect the stranger, and look at what has happened to my temple.
You were in my mind when the stranger was drugged.
And one of your priestesses helped the intruder to escape.
She is called Ngula, goddess.
Is she gone from the temple? She cannot flee from my vengeance.
When they are found, they will die.
Good. Has Gilgamesh been found in the city?
I have heard nothing.
I am surrounded by incompetence.
Friend, you must stop drinking or you'll get us found.
What? Who's that?
Sorry, friend, but I should think you get bumped a lot.
What? You think you can punch a king and then joke about it?
Hey, it was an accident.
Lord, let him go. He's not worth the effort.
Look at that fur. He looks like the monkey man pet of Gilgamesh.
I believe we've outstayed our welcome.
Right. Who wants to die? The beer here is lousy, and we demand our money back.
Gilgamesh, did I not promise you that I should have my revenge? O king, do you forget me so soon?
Ishtar! Finally some revenge!
How was I supposed to know you had a respiratory bypass system?
You weren't, and I understand, but we were so close, Ace.
I understand, Professor. But what are we to do now, and who are they?
Hail Hail Ea!
Gilgamesh, Enkidu, good. We can come up with a plan in the morning.
We may not be allowed back into Kish.
There was much merriment.
Merriment, you got drunk.
Yes, merriment, until those didn't believe I was to be tricked by Ishtar.
You were tricked by Ishtar? When was this?
A few weeks ago, I met her on the hills. A fast-talking, sly-thinking harpy. She tried to trick me.
Do you think you could show us where it all happened on our way back to Uruk?
If you feel it's important.
It is.
On the morrow, then. I need my sleep.
Good idea. Let's all get some shut-eye. And you saw her in this crater?
Yes. Now why wouldn't Ishtar send guards after us?
She cannot trust uncontrolled guards to get at you after what happened yesterday.
So you think we're safe?
Whatever gave you that idea, Asa? Aha! Ace, shine a torch over here.
Light from your hands? I know you are Ea now.
Oi, Professor, what is that?
It's part of a heat shield. Escape capsule. Ishtar must have been in serious trouble. Ship broke up after her. There's scarring from burning and re-entry.
This is her ziggurat. You are certain she is not in it?
She is in Kish, but I'd be surprised if she hadn't left us a present. Ah, just as I thought.
What is it, Professor?
Tripwire connected to a thermite bomb. Something of your expertise.
Any idea what that is?
None at all. Inscribed in a language I've never seen, and that picture's no help.
I've seen it before. I picked this up in the mountains of Mashu, from the Scorpion Men.
Scorpion Men?
Yes, Scorpion Men.
Come on. I think it's time we return to Uruk. We've got plans to make.
No windows on the buildings?
For privacy. Each house is built about a central open courtyard. It would be unseemly for a family to allow themselves to be overlooked by the most casual of passerby, would it not?
You have a point. Here comes trouble.
Hail Gilgamesh!
Get up, Anadam. I trust all has been well since I left.
Lord, the city prospers and all rejoice that you have returned safely. A feast is being prepared, but...
Good. Forward.
Oi, who rattled your cage? I didn't think the king would make it. Hit it in one. Relax. If he's too thick to notice what's going on, I won't tell him.
Right. First I'm taking a bath and oils. Then I want a feast. After that, and I will talk with my council on their plans. In autumn, see to it that our guests have one of the royal suites. They'll need to refresh themselves before the feast too. And get them some clean clothes. Well, what's everyone waiting for? Get to it!
God, this meat is horrible.
Stick to the fruits, and be careful about the beer. Just slip this in.
Thank God for small mouses.
Friends, Enkidu and I have returned from a rare adventure. Risking our lives, we went on a spying expedition into Kish.
TARDIS!
We learned much there, and we were joined on that adventure by two of the gods themselves. God of wisdom, and Ea, goddess of the dawn. And we also met a new storyteller. Since he's accepted our hospitality tonight, I think it's about time he paid for his food, eh?
My Lord King, lords, ladies, I am indeed honored to be allowed into such distinguished and noble company. I am eager to perform for your entertainment. Is there any story that you might like to hear?
Yes, actually. I'd like to hear the one about Utnapishtim.
Utnapishtim?
The Scorpion Men.
A new story. Well, if you like, storyteller, at your discretion.
Praise to Shalpe, god of feasting. He has given us food to delight us. Praise to Ashnan, god of the barley. With his aid we quench our thirst. Praise to Gilgamesh, king of men. By his protection we are safe and warm and fed. Listen. In the east, by the waters of ocean, there stand great mountains, jagged and strong. They challenge the realm of Anu, father of gods. Men call them the mountains of Mashu, gateway to the day. In the rocks, the ibis frolics. In the peaks, the itubi birds sing. In the pathways, the Zukaquip stand. They are tall, like men, tall as the sons of men, and strong they are. In one hand they can crush a boulder, yes, even the stone the size of a man. Their skins are not as the skins of men, nor like the fur of the beasts. In the place of hair they are clothed in metal. In the light of Shamesh they glow. When the sun falls upon them, bright is their appearance. They stand at the gateway to the gods, and they neither slumber nor sleep. Ever watchful they wait, and waiting they serve. Strong is the arm of the Zukaquip, but stronger yet his sting. Like the arrows of Adad, whose storms sweep the land, the arrows that fly and bring fire to the land, so are the stings of the Zukuquip. The Watchers, by the way, like the arrows of Adad, they fly and burn. Like the arrows of Adad, they cut and kill. Who can withstand these stings? Can mortal man? Can a man crush a rock till like sand it falls? Can a man call out and cause Adad to rise? Can a man stay without sleeping 7 times 7 days? Who can withstand the strength of these Watchers? And what do they guard, these Zukuquip? What secret so great could they have kept from our eyes? Listen, beyond those mountains lies the garden of the gods. In those fields the firstborn sons of the immortals dwell, even the kin of Utnapishtim. Who is this Utnapishtim? Who but the savior of his people? In a far land they dwelled, in peace and comfort. None there worked, save so they wished. None there toiled, nor dug, nor spun. In their place their servants worked. For their praise their maids toiled. All of the sons of Mashu were blessed. All of their lives were gentle and long. Then came among them Ishtar the great, Ishtar the beautiful, Ishtar the proud. Shall men forever sit idle? She asked. Shall their lot be ease? No! Instead she enchained them and made them toil. They who had known rest now knew only work. They who had led their gentle lives now sweated to give Ishtar praise. They labored. Then Utnapishtim, strong and wise, saw what had befallen. He wept and cried and tore at his hair in despair. How far are you fallen, children of dawn? How hard is it for you? And kind father, he made vow. Soon shall you be free. Setting his powers to work, Utnapishtim, wise and cunning, loosened bolts of thunder and arrows of Adad. Storms raged, wind rose, waters grew, the very earth shook. Then Ishtar, seeing this, grew angry, unafraid. If you do this, she cried, then men will die. Man will perish, never to live again. Be still. But Utnapishtim would not. Again he loosened his bolts. Again the arrows flew. And again the earth shook, and the waters grew stronger. And seeing this, the wise Utnapishtim took him men, craftsmen and artisans and dreamers and planners. All he took and came to them and said, the waters rise, and we shall perish. The earth shakes, and we shall be devoured. Make for me a boat, 100 cubits long, 100 cubits high, 100 cubits round, and in its place there are floors and rooms and doors and torches, and in the roof a single door that I alone will close. And the craftsmen and artisans and dreamers and planners came to him and said, all you have asked of us is done, Lord. Speak on. And Utnapishtim, Lord of men, spoke. Of all the animals, take you 2 of each kind, and place them in my ark. Of all the birds, likewise 2, and place those within also. And of the sons of men, gather up all who live, and place them with the birds and beasts. And when all of this is done, there will be peace. So the artisans and craftsmen, dreamers and planners, all did as he directed. And when the ark was full, they came to Utnapishtim and told him. So Utnapishtim rose and sealed his ark. Then the waters rose and covered the lands. The earth shook and swallowed the waters. The day was gone. The night dwelled on the face of all that existed. For 6 long months there was no day. Within the ark was peace, but outside dwelled only chaos on all the face of creation. And when the months were past, then came the ark to rest. In the mountains of Mashu it found the ground again. And Utnapishtim rose and opened up the boat, and there was Shamesh, Shamesh the golden, Shamesh the glorious, Shamesh shining from on high. And so they were all the kin of Utanapishtim, the wise saved from death, and the fury of Ishtar, and to this day, within the mountains, there they live.
So, how do you like the story, Ace?
Sounds like something out of the Bible to me. The flood legend.
A common theme given the nature of the land. Any sort of flood would be a catastrophe. What about the rest of it?
What? Scorpion men. 6 months of darkness. You don't take that seriously.
I take everything seriously. Except myself, of course.
Come off it, Professor. It's just a story.
Never jump to hasty puddings, Ace. Avram's story is quite correct and tells a true story, if culturally biased. Use your imagination.
Of course. The Ark. Was it a spaceship?
I knew you'd get it.
6 months of darkness was the trip, and the Scorpion men. People in spacesuits with lasers?
I do believe you got it. And the story did have other interesting aspects. Utnapishtim and Ishtar were foes, and that talisman Avram has is some sort of key. Fascinating, isn't it? The only thing is, what do we do about it all, eh?
Why don't we sleep on it?
Oh, why not?
What is it, O goddess?
I think in light of recent events, we must have more men assigned to laying the copper pathways to the walls, and I need a second team of slaves. They are to begin work on power supplies. I am impatient to reach the culmination of my plans.
Power supplies? Those words are meaningless to me.
Of course they are. I speak of power to move mountains, power to fly, power to destroy. I speak of the power of the gods. You are too feeble to understand, but one thing you will understand. Come to my inner sanctum. Come and see, and fear. One of the reasons I came here is that I could detect a source of radioactivity. Your men have gathered enough spare material to fill this box.
Means nothing to me.
O King, you saw the damage done to my temple, did you not? Well, this is what did it. This is what is known as a thermonuclear bomb. It is linked to me electronically. If anything happens to me, anything at all, then this will explode.
As you all know, Enkidu and I visited the city of Kish on a spying mission. First, the people of Kish knew we were coming. My initial thought was that someone had made my plans known to them. Where is Gudea?
I've sent messengers to try and locate him, O King. I've heard nothing from them or him.
But there is another possibility. It seems that the goddess Ishtar has blessed Kish with a personal appearance. She now resides in her temple and controls the warriors of that city. Enkidu and I had to fight our way out by night, and she knew where and when to send troops to attack us both. Clearly, she was responsible to discovering our approach. Nevertheless, I would like a few words with Gudea when you locate him.
As you wish, Lord.
Now, we ourselves are blessed with divine visitors. This is God of wisdom, and he has brought Ea, goddess of the dawn. They wish to help us in our struggles against Kish.
As your king has said, nobles of Uruk, the city of Kish is host to someone calling herself Ishtar. She is not a goddess, but a demon from the pits of hell. She can cloak herself in the likeness of a goddess to deceive men. She tries to claim the glories of the gods alone. She infects the minds of those she touches, and she is preparing to lead Kish in a war against Uruk.
If she's demon Oea, then why does the real Ishtar not blast her to pieces with divine logic?
Because, oh man, there is a deep balance to the eternal battle between good and evil. True, the gods could simply destroy this false Ishtar, but what would mortals learn from that? No, this must be a battle fought by men.
Well, you sit and watch.
No. Asa and I will aid in the ways that are permitted to us. We can offer guidance and a little physical help. But this must be your fight, and not ours alone. And there is one other who will aid you. Utnapishtim. He and the demoness are foes of ages past. When he knows she is in Kish, he will help to destroy her.
Are you sure about that?
It is too much of a coincidence that there are 2 starships in one small part of the Earth in this time period. I'd hazard a guess that Utnapishtim's forces destroyed Ishtar's main craft and thought she perished in the flight. Trust me.
Do I ever have a choice?
Now, what I would suggest is we send a party to Utnapishtim and seek his aid. Meanwhile, the rest of us will stay here and plan to get back into Kish to probe Ishtar's temples and defenses. Only the greatest man in Uruk would be fitted for the task of meeting such a great man.
Ah, your words have a strong ring of truth to them. I would like to meet this man who survived the great flood that destroyed the lands. Enkidu and I will prepare to leave immediately.
I would suggest not. If anything should happen to you while you are gone, Enkidu would be an invaluable helper for me here. You must take with you Avram, who knows the way to the mountains of Marshu, and also the Lady Asa for aid.
What? Professor, don't do this to me.
I need you to keep an eye on Gilgamesh.
You'll be safe without me around. And I'm more liable to kill him than anybody.
But I need someone to go with Gilgamesh, who's used to dealing with aliens. You're the only person I can trust, and before you ask, I don't want a chance using the TARDIS.
The TARDIS is outside Kish. How will you know what's going on?
I remove the time path indicator. It will register any activity in the vortex, and if the Timewyrm is heading for Earth, I'll be able to detect it.
Fine, but at least tell that pisshead to keep his hands well away from me or he'll be sorry.
I apologize to interrupt, but I've received word that Gudea has been found.
Then why is he not here?
I'm afraid, O King, to settle his troubled mind, he drank some poisoned beer.
Curious. I rather wonder he knew he was doing so.
Do you mean that he may not have killed himself?
I hardly care. I shouldn't like to think there might be further examples of people drinking the wrong thing.
Oh, I am sure that he'll be the only one, Lord.
Enkidu, my friend, I shall be leaving in the morning on this quest. Whether we shall find him, I cannot say. My heart is heavy that you will not be with me on this venture.
Mine too, Gilgamesh. You have many an opportunity to add to your story. What an adventure this will be.
Perhaps. Here is my seal. It confers on you my full authority, and be very wary about Anadam. While I am certain Gudea wished me killed, I suspect the same of Anadam, but I cannot prove it. The man is a wasp.
And what of the doctor and his young companion? Do you believe they are truly gods?
You hairy monster! I'm in doubt as well, but I feel we can trust them. At least for now.
Travel well. Return as quickly as you are able. I feel we live in dangerous times.
Those are the best of times. It staves off the boredom of life.
There are worse things than boredom.
Ha! Name one.
Death?
Death is not to be feared, my friend. When my time comes, I shall die willingly enough, with my axe dripping the blood of many enemies. The people shall sing of me forever.
Finally he's gone. I suppose he's been brought up to think he could do no wrong.
His mother is rumored to be divine. The people believe him 2/3 god and 1/3 man. How can he do wrong?
He's got the manners of a pig, an ego the size of a mountain, and a libido that just won't stop.
There are many women honored to have him, but I see that you are not one of them. He is not troubling you now, is he? He is not foolish to press attentions where they are unwanted. As to his manners, they are no worse than others of his court. Perhaps they are strange to you, but to him they are normal. And as to his ego, he is a hero. His leadership has kept Uruk safe and strong through the years.
Well, okay, but can't he keep it to himself and pretend to be humble occasionally?
He is a plain man, and it is a great strength. I do not understand you.
Sometimes I don't understand myself. I don't know what I'm doing with my life travelling with the doctor.
He's got his faults, but he's ready to take up the flag and fight for anyone's rights. He might seem callous, but I think it's still getting hurt. He really does care for me, but he knows I'll leave him in the end. Must be hard for him, he's over 1,000 years old.
He doesn't look it.
Well, he changes. He told me he's done it 6 times so far.
Ah, like the snake sheds its skin, to allow for new growth.
Yeah, bet that's one reason why he does it. Must be hard being fresh and decisive for 1,000 years without getting tired.
Who wants the liver? A delicacy for our footsore goddess? Or for me?
Oh, think, Doctor, think. Could the Timewyrm be a mistake? The product of my idle brain? Ishtar is the problem now, and more than enough to be going on with. Oh, hello.
I am not disturbing you?
Oh, not at all. Only thinking. I like to keep my mind in shape. Did you want something?
What is to become of me?
I beg your pardon?
I do not know if you are truly Ea, god of wisdom, but you speak with understanding. Can you tell me what will happen to me?
What will be, will be. Listen to me. You have done what you knew was right. When Ishtar is defeated, you will be happy once again. Meanwhile, I need to peek into Kish to find out what's happening.
The Princess Nanari also hates and fights against the goddess. She will shelter you and offer aid.
Capital. Well, let's find Enkidu and be off, shall we?
Stop! Look ahead. There is the only pathway into the heart of the mountains. It is where the Zukaquips stand their guard.
Far up do we have to climb?
Who can say? I went only as far as the Guardians. They should allow us to pass.
And if they don't, then I shall kill them.
We'll get further by asking questions first and fighting later.
Then what is the point of living if we do not fight?
Don't you think of anything else?
Yes, but you won't do that either.
They've been busy, haven't they? Nearly the full wall is covered in copper.
What is it for? To waste all that metal for patterns. There must be a point to it.
Quite right. I've been impressed by the reasoning powers of the Neanderthal. Bet one of your relatives a few thousand years from now. Think of Ishtar as a spider. This is her web, in which she will entrap the minds and souls of everyone in Kish.
She wants to take over the thoughts of the city?
Oh, I suspect she has grander aims than that. The world, the cosmos even. Kish will serve as her appetizer.
Can we do something to stop her?
Well, we can always do something. The question is, will it be enough? Right, time to pay her a visit. Won't you come into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly.